We do hope that things will get better. And by the way, the president will be returning today, cutting short his vacation. Oh, well, all of that we'll get to discuss on the program this morning. Now, away from that conversation, a wave of public anger has trailed the decision of Jafar Abubakar, an All Progressive Congress lawmaker from Adamawa State, who distributed the sum of 224 million naira in cash. That's the word there, in cash, to youths and his childhood friends. That's the total sum of the monies that he distributed. Well, the House of Representative member is of Mubi North, Mubi South, and Meha Federal Constituency. Now, he was reported to have handed out 124 million naira to empower youths in his community, and another 100 million naira to some of his longtime friends, you know, those he described as not doing well. I'm just imagining. Let's say he has about 10 friends. 10 friends. That's how much. That's how much each person. That's 10 million.
10
each
million,
person.
yes, each person.
10 million. If he has 20 friends, that's like 5 million. Good money given out there. But we're talking about cash. Now, eyewitnesses said the money was withdrawn in mint notes from a commercial bank and then shared directly with selected beneficiaries. Now, there's a policy against huge cash withdrawals like that. I think individuals cannot go beyond, is it 500, how much is that again? 20, is it 20 million? 500,000. I think individuals cannot withdraw more than 500,000.
No, it depends on how you set your bank sets your withdrawal limit.
Okay, and then companies.
But I think it has to do with lodgement.
Okay,
it has to do with lodgement.
But this is against against the money laundering policy. You know, this is huge sums of money being distributed cash. Where did he get it from?
From the bank.
Which bank will give you that much?
They even gave him mint.
Much.
They even gave him mint.
All at once. 224
I'm not sure that he got it all at once.
Okay.
I'm not sure that he got it all at once, but the information out there is that he got it from the bank and mint, as a matter of fact. You know, so in all of this, I want to tie it with what you said earlier during the Hilda Bassey intervention. Hilda gave, you know, for the love of giving. But when politicians give, what do they give? For something in return. You know, and so we see all of this happen. This man has even done better than a lot more people, you know, in his class, politicians, who will buy stuff, we house them, keep them in their houses. We have also seen people, when federal government gives out palliatives to states, governors will collect them and give out to their commissioners to share. The commissioners will keep stock, take these things, keep in their houses, and give to their cronies when they are not sharing to party loyalists and all of that. That's exactly what happens. So, as a matter of fact, some people will even laud this man that what he has done is laudable. But the bigger question is, why don't you now put this thing into some kind of how can I'm looking for an appropriate word now, some kind of engagement that will make it possible for the people to keep fending for themselves, like he did to 10 of his friends that got 10 million naira each. Those people eventually.
I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming that they are 10.
No, they said okay, assuming that they are 10, but he gave out money to his very close friends.
Yes.
So they are probably going to invest all of that money.
Probably.
Invest all of that money. You give some people money, they will also go and blow the money.
Squander it, yes.
You know, and squander it. But it's a good thing that. But what if he had used it to empower people? Okay, what I mean by empowerment is that build something in society that will benefit everybody at one time. You know, but if you ask me, it's a good thing. I don't know why people have a problem with it.
Oh, I have a problem with it. Okay, well, this is a politician. How much is he earning? How much is his earning?
He's shrouded in secrecy.
Now that's a problem.
Now, do you know the background of the man? Do you know where he's coming from? Do you know if he was wealthy before he got into politics?
He's a politician.
Do you know if he was wealthy before he got into politics?
He's a politician. He's being paid with public funds.
Okay.
He's been paid public funds. He's been paid with public funds. And some people look up to him. All right? So we see him showing off this kind of money. What do you think other Nigerians who are working hard to make a living will think? And then we still have the same politicians asking for an increase in their take-home, their salaries. They're still asking for an increase. Are you joking? The optics looks bad. The act might be good. I mean, yes, you gave out to a few people. We don't know if they are those loyal to your party or not. I'm not even going to talk about that. But the optics, you're sharing money. You're a public servant. You're a public servant. You're sharing money, this magnitude of money. Where did you get it from? Shouldn't EFCC start to question, even if you had, wealth, you were born into wealth, you should be able to explain where you got this one from. You should be able to explain this. And then, anyway, it's only in Nigeria that things like this will happen, and people will get away with it. I would think that the relevant agencies, EFCC, ICPC, should look into this and ask him questions. I'm not saying take him in or anything, but ask him questions.
Where you got the money
from? Is this your constituency project money?
Okay.
We know they get a lot of money. We hear they get to the tune of 1 billion.
Some
each.
2.
Some 2.
Some 2 billion.
Is this part of it?
Depending on which side you belong.
Yes, and if it's your constituency project, the money, the people you have given, are they all in your constituency? Are they all your constituency? Will the other people in your constituency, those that do not even belong to your party, are they beneficiaries of this? Those that are not your friends, are they beneficiaries of this as well? These are the questions that should be asked.
Oh, well, let's see what goes. Let's see how it goes, because, but if you ask me, I think the man didn't keep the money to himself. We see some of them use these monies, to feed themselves, buy personal things, and not even remember the people that they went to represent. But like you said, let's see how it goes. Now, let's get into another interesting story. Now, the presidency has reacted to the new report from the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, showing that Nigeria's inflation rate has dropped for the 5th month in a row. Well, Special Assistant to the President on Policy Coordination, Daniel Bwala, in reaction to the news, said that the government's reforms are manifesting. Well, according to the NBS, headline inflation is to 20.12% in August, down from 21.88% in July. On a month-on-month basis, the rate stood at 0.74%, marking a slowdown compared to the previous months. Despite the overall moderation, food prices continue to climb, with food inflation rising by 1.65% month-on-month, underscoring persistent pressure on households. Since 2023, the president has pursued sweeping reforms, including fuel subsidy removal and the floating of the naira. While policies that have been widely criticized for deepening hardship, the government, however, maintains that the short-term pains are necessary for long-term stability. Well, it's good that we are hearing this from the National Bureau of Statistics. Good news, if you ask me. Inflation has dropped from 0 to 0 by 0.7%. It speaks to how the impact for the policies of the president are becoming. I think it's minimal, but let's see how it affects the price of food items in the market, yam, and but don't also forget that we are in a farming season. We are in a farming season where this is harvest season. There is food. The people that manage to go to farm and all of that, this is harvest season. So, and it goes back to speak to the economic principles of the more goods you have, the cheaper they become and all of that. When you have few money, chasing few more goods, inflation drops. So we can understand all of this within the context of economics.